Good morning, everyone. Who knows Smokey Robinson and the Miracles? What did he say in that great song? Trivia question. Somebody, come on. What did Smokey Robinson say in that big hit? He said, I second that emotion. Is emotional selling important? Can it make you close sales? Can it increase your confidence? Can it make you feel wonderful about yourself? Somebody nod their head or say yes.
Yes.
I don't work. There we go. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We've got a great topic today. Something I've been working on and studying on for years. And it's really based on the $1 million rule. What's the $1 million rule? Most important thing I teach.
People sell emotionally, or they buy emotionally, and then they confirm that like academically later.
They buy emotionally. What else do they do? When people get emotionally involved, what happens?
They want to do business today.
They want to do business today. What happened when we get emotionally involved about a product, a service, an event? Can we be manipulated very quickly?
We tend to validate the enthusiasm. So if we get enthusiastic about something, we try to find ways to actually validate it. Like, this is why I'm doing it.
That's very good, Mike. That's the intellectual side. But we're in the sales business. This is topic, all the gurus, all the real estate seminars, all that stuff that they talk about. What do they talk about? Making money and this concept, novation is better than wholesaling, and wholesaling is better than owner finance, and cryptocurrency is wonderful, and all this other good stuff. But what it comes down to what are the most successful people in the world? What do they know? I call them one percenters. Randy, you know this. Randy, what are the one percenters, the world's greatest persuaders, the richest, most successful, most confident people in the world? What do they know that the other 99% are trying to learn?
How to sell.
Sell. And what's the best way to sell?
On a personal level, get them involved.
Yes. Sell. Yes. But how do most people sell?
From a script.
Yeah. Does that work?
Sell the sizzle, not the steak. But why not get them to smell the steak? Get them to taste the steak.
So I love steak. Want to do a role play? We're jumping ahead here, but we got to do this. Today, what we're talking about is $1 million selling. Okay. If you learn this, you are free. My word, my hand to God, my hand on the Bible. If you learn this, you are free the rest of your life. But most people don't sell. They're not. What's the word? They're not willing to be They're willing to go away, as Randy said, to a script. Okay, a traditional person who wanted to sell. Good morning, Christina. We got a lady in the audience finally. Yay. The traditional salesperson who wants to sell a steak, what do they sound like? What would the traditional scripted old 99% of the salespeople out there, how would they sell a steak, Alex?
Oh, I mean, just go back, like try to create like a sense of urgency, like hey, the holidays are coming up. Everybody wants to have a nice.
Tell me a steak intellectually, where the cow's grazing and this and that, and what's an intellectual steak sale sound like?
Yeah. Now is a good time to buy steak. It's just gonna go up in price because of economic factors XYZ. And I'm giving you like a good deal like for right now. So I got a lot of other people interested. So
I'll
you
think,
know,
I'll think about it. Thank you. We're just looking
Yeah.
right now. I got to talk to my wife. Let me think about it. We're just shopping around. I got to check my budget. I'm not sure right now, but thanks. You're a great guy. Send me some samples. That's what happens to intellectual salespeople. I don't care if it's real estate or insurance sales or network marketing or selling used Q-tips. Yuck. Who said that? Okay. Now, Christina, the ladies go. I'm old school. Ladies go first.
Hey Claude, are you hungry?
Yeah. How did you know that?
Oh man, I'm just smelling this incredible steak that's being grilled right now outside in my backyard. I mean, they had this beautiful marbling. Do you know what a steakhouse smells like, Claude?
Oh, yeah. I once, to walk into oh my gosh, this is funny you said that. Christmas. I was visiting my grandma and she was frying up a steak with mushrooms and onions and the smell and she had some fried potatoes on the side. She makes these great fried and the smell when you walked into the room. Oh my God. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that sounds incredible as well. I
Oh.
mean, but you don't want to you know the sizzling sound as well, right?
Oh, I love that sound. Something about meat hitting the grill or a pan, little butter melting. Oh, gosh.
That's delicious.
Oh, man. Oh,
Uh,
you don't have a steak for sale right now, do you? I got to have steak tonight.
I mean, I have a beautiful marbled Wagyu right here next to me.
Sold. Do you take Visa, MasterCard, or Chuck E. Cheese pizza card? I mean,
You prefer the Chuck E. Cheese.
oh, okay. That's a running character. Is Chuck E. Cheese anywhere else besides California? Is
We
that
still have,
Oh, it's
all over the
nationwide.
country?
yeah, we still have one in
Nationwide.
Texas.
Give Christina a round of applause, please. What did this young lady just do to me?
She got you to smell the steak.
What else?
She got you in
Interesting.
Imagine.
Oh, imagine. Did I hear? What else did the five senses in emotional selling? The great salespeople paint a picture in someone's mind. The easiest way to paint a picture is to tell a story, as Christina did, and then incorporate the five senses. What were some of the senses that Christina did? Did we hear something about the sizzle?
sizzle. Yep. And the smell.
Sizzle. What about the smell? What about when that first piece of Wagyu hits your tongue?
Taste.
And the melted butter.
The
Yeah.
melted butter. Oh my gosh. The taste.
And with all those five senses, you can like visually see it in your mind.
Yes. What about seeing grandma in the kitchen? It's a snowy day. It's cold, but the fireplace is going and the kids are snug by in a blanket nearby, but grandma's frying this beautiful marbled steak. I apologize to my vegetarians and vegans and stuff out there, by the way. Okay, but this is just for demonstration purposes.
Almost mugged you with memories.
Yes, memories. How powerful is a memory that you can create in another person's mind in terms of persuasion? How powerful is that?
Very, because it brings up those emotions.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's monstrous. Okay. So, and someone who I've studied a lot, Milton Erickson, he's the father of what we call conversational hypnosis. Okay. And he said, if you could take the words or a story and put it in someone's mind, it's a form of persuasion. It's a form of suggestion, or I'll use the nasty word, it's hypnosis. Did anyone ever have something in their mind they couldn't get out of? They wanted it out of their mind, or it just stuck in their mind all day? How many people here are going to be having steak tonight besides me? Who's going to have a juicy? Come on, it's going to be in your head all day long. Okay, Legacy Warrior, you're going to have a steak tonight, aren't you?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's, honey, honey, we got to have steak. Claude and Christina were talking about this. So the thing about it is, if we use the right words, we create a memory, we create emotion, we tell a story, we ask questions that gets the other person emotionally involved, the emotional quotient. How dangerous a persuader do we become?
And that's why food commercials are so enticing.
Oh yeah. It's some commercials when who loves the movie? Who remembers the movie Jerry Maguire with Tom Cruise? Okay, great movie. There's a scene in that movie and she says, "You had me at hello." Everybody remembers that scene, right? Why? Why?
It was emotional.
It's real emotional. It was a buildup. It was a climatic. Who remembers the end of E.T., the extraterrestrial, when he's getting ready to go on the spaceship and the little boy and the puppet, the alien, they're hugging, and the music. And Spielberg is such a genius with the music. What happens to the music all of a sudden?
The buildup. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many people here have ever heard Ravel's Bolero? Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, da. You've all heard it, right?
Mhm.
How does it start out?
Nice, soft, soothing.
Then it builds up. And then what's the end?
Grand.
How many
Good
people here,
grand.
how many people here cry when they hear Nisam Dorma? It's the opera. I love some opera. When you hear that crescendo, whoever heard what was his name? Oh, he passed away, the big guy in opera. Oh God. What was his name? Help me out.
Pavarotti?
Pavarotti, thank you. Gosh, that had a Pavarotti. You heard him sing some song and it brings a tear to your eye. People loved him. He could sell out any venue. Does music make us emotional?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can film make us emotional? Can it make us laugh? Can it make us cry? So when we're talking to people, the thing about it is the gut sales system is based on first setting a premise, an agenda, then asking questions with redirection, stroking and nurturing to put that person in that emotional state. And when they get in that emotional state, are they susceptible to your suggestions about your product, your service, life insurance, real estate? Use dental floss. I don't care what, I'm not be a hard sell, but okay. I say this all the time. I am the easiest person in the world to sell, and nobody except Jay Weinstein knows how to sell me. It's true. It's true. Most people who try to sell me come to me with features and benefits and scripts and things like that. It turns me off. It puts me to sleep. But if someone says, "Claude, imagine yourself," boom, see yourself in this. Using what's my favorite word? I use it all the time. I think it's the most deadly word in sales, in business. What is it? Imagine. What happens to us if we use the right tonality with these words, the right volume, the right pentameter? We take those. I do this to you guys sometimes. I take what was called a pregnant pause, a moment when things get quiet. What happens for a second? Do you get people's attention? Do you make, yeah. These are all, and if you listen to some of the videos we do on these role plays, it's amazing. I want to play a video here. I hope it works. I'm going to try to share my screen here. Who remembers the show Mad Men? Great show. Great show. And next meeting. What was he doing in that video?
Reading is super emotional.
Very emotional. How did he create that emotion? What did he combine?
Family, love.
Like talk the senses, like, you can see family.
Mm-hmm. How about the way he said it? Did you hear the pace, the tonality?
Mm-hmm.
kind of matches the emotion that I think he was trying to incite from from the pitch. Just calm.
Can we do, yeah, it's a great example of someone who prepared. He could have told about this Kodak carousel. I think it was back in the 60s or something. It was slides and things like that. And he could have talked about the way it's made and the quality of the product and the pricing and the financing and how it has a 10-foot cord and a remote control. He could have talked about all that, did he?
No.
No.
What did he? He talked about the memories it creates and it brings back. And these were guys looking for an advertising agency. What do you think? And they said, well, we're going to a lot of different companies. That's why the guy at the end said, good luck at your next meeting. Do you think they're going to a next meeting when a guy makes a presentation, when a person makes a presentation like that?
No.
No. Can you close, when you make, can you close somebody emotionally in any business, in any product or service first? You're still going to have to go to the intellectual, the academic, the logical side. People still want to know the price, the financing, and everything else. You're still going to go there. But how much easier is it if you do it emotionally first? Yeah. Jay, you sell insurance, if you don't mind me telling people that, right?
Yeah. Can you go to somebody else? I've got a phone call coming in for my
Goodbye.
flight. No.
You never get a second chance.
Hey, Claude. I sell insurance. I sell life
Oh,
insurance.
thank you. And let me pronounce you. It's Ibera.
David.
Ibiru?
No, Davis. We
David,
were on a
okay.
call. We were on a call a few days ago.
Okay, great. Go ahead to insure. I love insurance in terms of what I'm talking about today. Tell me why, David.
You love insurance. I'm not sure, Claude. I'm not sure.
Sell me. I have a family of 5 kids. I own a business.
Okay.
And I'm underinsured.
Okay. Hey, how you doing today, Claude?
Not so good. Real busy. One of my chihuahuas got run over by the garbage truck. You know how it is. One of those days.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear. How's your dog doing? Is he doing okay?
Nah, I don't know. In fact, I got to go to the vet right now. I'll see you later.
Okay, no, Claude, before you go, I wanted to ask you as well. So I know that you have a business that's going on, right? And the business, what's the business that you're in?
I sell pencil erasers.
Okay, no problem. Okay, how many people do you have working for you?
25.
20. Wow, that's a lot. 25. Okay. And how were you? And what about your kids? Do you have a family as well?
Yeah, really. But I got to get going. I'm sorry. I got to get going to the vet and check on my chihuahua.
Hey, Claude, before you go, I wanted to tell you, I think you might have a problem in your company. I think you might have a big problem. You still there with me, Claude?
Yeah, you said I have a problem? Was
Yes,
that
sir.
a question or a statement?
That's a statement. I believe you have a problem. We met last week and you were telling me that you are, I think your problem is you're heavily insured. We talked about this last week. I don't know if you remember that.
I'm underinsured.
Underinsured, yes. You're underinsured, right? We talked about that. We went over a few things, and this underinsurance is definitely not going to be able to protect all your employees, right? They're not going to be able to provide for their families. They're not going to be able to see their kids go to college. Your kids as well, too. I know that you wanted them to go to Ivy League schools. They're not going to be able to go to those Ivy League schools as well, too, right? And what about your dog as well, too? I know that your dog is very, very close to you and your wife. I've had that dog for the past 10 years, right? So with that being said, I know that you have to go, but I want to respect your time as well.
Yeah, I've got to go. Bye. Boom. You're doing well.
Okay.
But you think it's that you only have a second sometimes.
Okay.
I want you to hit me with a strong Claude. I'm calling you back because you got a big problem. I think your family's in danger. You're fighting. Boom, boom, boom. Hit me hard. Punch me in the face in the first 15 seconds.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, Claude, I'm calling you back, and I think you have a big problem.
What do you mean?
you're underinsured. You're not going to be able to take care of your family the way that you want to take care of your family. God forbid you were to be able to pass away. Your kids are not going to college. Your wife is not going to be able to pay for the rest of the mortgage. I know that you have a $3 million home. She's not going to be able to take care of the mortgage. Your employees as well, too, they're not going to be protected, right? If they can't take care of their families, how are they going to come work for you? How are you going to have employees?
There you go. Give him a round of applause. That's what I wanted to hear, David. Right away. Skip the la-di-da. How are you today? How's the weather? How's the Chihuahua? Skip all that stuff, because what happens when we do the traditional openers?
No, sorry, I don't have time.
Yeah, right. When you say something as dramatic as you just did so well, David, do you
It's a
have my
pattern.
do you have
It's a
my
pattern
attention?
interrupt, right? Sorry.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Sorry, I just was saying it's a pattern interrupt, just like I interrupted Claude.
Oh yeah. It's the thing is, you have my family's in danger. God forbid something happen. Boom, you've got my attention. How important is it to get that prospect's full attention? We're in a world where people they're distracted so easily, right? Did you ever go to the airport? What's it? It's The Walking Dead, isn't it? As I always say, what are they doing?
They're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, text.
They're on the damn phone.
Yeah, and the dang phone. So if you can get them on the phone, what's the worst thing you say? Hey, can I have a minute of your time? Are you busy right now, David? Randy? Is this a good time? It's the
No,
worst.
I'm busy.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I'll get back to you. That worst thing in the world. When you get somebody on the phone, what should you do immediately?
Get their attention.
Yes, go for it. Hey, I heard you have a big problem, Randy.
What's that?
That property, that beautiful home here, you and I spoke about 2 months ago. Siri told me to call you back, and I just found out it's still on the market. And it's costing you $3,500 a month, and you're on a fixed income. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. You wouldn't want to fix it today, would you?
Claude, I don't know. I'm just so frustrated. I'm about to just let the thing go. Between that, the mortgage on that one and the mortgage on the new house in Bumfuck and Bumble, Florida, just
I know what you wanted to say. Randy, I'm really busy, but I have a great idea. I have a solution. Imagine for a moment we could solve this problem. Maybe you'd walk away with some money, fix your credit and everything else like that. And we could do that today. If you found that kind of opportunity that was reasonable for your situation, you wouldn't want to act on it, would you?
talk to me. Tell me.
Boom. That's an emotional pattern interrupt. That's why this is such an important way to sell. Somebody sell me besides Christina, because I know she knows the Brandon. How would an old school salesman sell a bottle of water? The old fashioned way, the traditional. You're muted, buddy.
So Claude, I just wanted to let you know that Aquafina comes from the Great Lake region. I think it's just outside of Flint, Michigan. And where we're able to take that lead-based paint, nice water and filter it out and get most of the contaminants out. And we put it in a bottle of water.
That's what I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's exactly what they sound like you did. I knew you'd do that well. And what do you think happens? They're nodding their head. The lights are on, but is anybody home?
No.
What's going on inside their head? What's going on subconsciously?
Oh
What
man, I
you
need to
just
do
don't do the
dishes.
presentation. Yeah.
Mhm.
What? Oh, yeah, lead water. Oh yeah, I'll think about it. Thank you. Boom. There's nothing in there. Now, one sentence. Sell me a bottle of water. One sentence.
Claude, how thirsty are you?
I'm always, I run, I exercise, I did 10 swim laps this morning. I'm always thirsty. It's funny you said that.
Do you drink a lot of water during the day while you're exercising?
I try to, but I water, tea, coffee. I drink a lot of liquids. Why?
Well, I happen to have some of the best water on earth, and I'd like to see if you wanted to try it out.
Why is it the best water?
Oh, it's totally hydration. Yeah. So you want to use the emotions, all the senses, right?
How many times? Claude, you said you're a runner. Let's spontaneous. Say,
Okay, so Claude, you said you're a runner, right?
Yeah.
Did you said you run up in the mountains and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, all over the place. Yeah. Here, show. I got a picture here.
Wow. Look, man, that's amazing. Good for you. That's really good that you're doing all that exercise and staying young and healthy. You definitely don't look your age, I'll tell you that.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
I'm only 36, but I lie about my age a lot.
we actually get this water from the Rocky Mountains, from the glaciers that melt every spring.
Okay.
Did-
Tell me, Claude, did you ever take a run? It's a hot summer July day. You're in the mountains and you.
Oh, to use the hypnot. Okay, so
what would it
have you
taste
ever
like?
taken a run where you're running through the trails and you're just sweating and it's one of those really hot, sticky days? And at the end of that run, the only thing that can really just give you total relief is that ice cold water drinking.
Oh God.
And you can feel that
Yeah.
sensation going down your throat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How
Oh,
refreshing is that?
oh God, you don't have water. You don't sell water, do you?
I happen to have a bottle of Aquafina. I think you'll love it.
Sold. Let's do this. Can you get it to me? Can you
Okay.
overnight it? Whatever. Boom.
It's actually at your front door right now. I
Oh,
anticipate
you are
tomorrow.
good, man. Sold. Is money ever an objection if the person is emotional enough about the product or service?
No.
And then they can justify it intellectually. Absolutely. Somebody sell me, who hasn't spoken yet? Tim, I'm going to put you on the spot. Sell me a health club membership.
Do I look like somebody who goes to the gym? No.
Well, you know, it's New Year's and I've got this little belly here. I got this extra 10 pounds here, too much tequila and steak and tacos and things like that. And,
So, imagine what it would be like to not have that.
I'm sorry?
Imagine what it would be like to be healthy and not have that, belly.
What do you mean? Like my clothes would fit better and I'd feel more confident, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I think your clothes would fit better. You probably, right now, I can imagine that you have difficulty, moving around compared to how you used to 20 years ago. And
You think I'd be more, you think I'd be more attractive to the opposite sex? Can I still use that term? Is that all right in 2023? Okay, don't tell my wife about this role play, okay?
Yeah.
Do you think I'd become more attractive to other people?
Yeah, you probably would.
What would that be like?
I don't know what it would smell like, or imagine what you would look like when you look in the mirror and you don't see that, and you have I can actually see the definition in the muscles in your arms and in your legs and in your chest. You look like you're 25 years old again and in the best shape of your life. And
how much is it? You got me, man. This is why I'm here. I mean, this is exactly, you hit the nail on the head. Is this expensive?
it's pretty expensive, but it's but I can tell you it's worth it. I mean, how much?
Because the other health club down the street, they're half as much as you. Someone help them.
I don't know what to say.
Someone help them. Turn a question. I just made a statement. How do you
that's interesting. You brought up the other club. Tell me, well, are you thinking about joining a club right now?
I'm going to join a club today, but your club why is your club a lot more money?
You know, that's interesting. Why do you think that so many people flock to our club over the other club?
I'm not sure. I never joined a health club. Are you bigger? Are you better? Are you cleaner? Do you have better coaches? I don't know.
It's interesting you say that. We actually hire the best coaches, the best yoga instructors. We actually have pickleball. We have indoor and outdoor pools. We have free towel service. We're 24/7.
You know, my biggest concern is with all these, everybody's sick with the flu and stuff. I'm worried about cleanliness. I heard a lot about health clubs are not always.
Yeah, I you know what? Good for you for thinking about that. That's really important, and that you're staying healthy and trying to stay safe. You know, we try to follow all the CDC guidelines as well. We have full-time staff that keep all the bathrooms clean, all the equipment clean. You know, some of the other gyms, you have to kind of spray down the equipment yourself. Well, we employ people to kind of stay on top of that. So
Oh,
everyone
I'm
stays
done.
healthy.
That was really the reason I'm shopping around. I looked at the other place already, to be honest, and I saw, God, they even had mouse droppings in the bathroom and stuff. It was filthy. It was, it was horrible. You got me. What do I sign? Boom.
Boom.
That's it. That was a good role play. That was a very good role play. What's the takeaway from that? What did he do?
I like the way you did the stroke and nurture on you.
Yes. Let's talk about that for a moment.
I've been working on that, Randy. That's one of the things I forget to do all the time.
Yeah.
I
What's
do
one of-
too, but I really like you pull that in.
When we say three words I use all the time, you guys have heard me say this. Good morning, Abigail. See you there. The three things that stroke, nurture, and empathy. A stroke is so important. When someone asks a good question or brings up a good topic, what's the best thing you can do to get them to like and trust you, to put them in that emotional state?
Compliment them.
Right. Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, David, I love that t-shirt, man. It looks so expensive and everything. I bet it cost a fortune.
No, it was only it wasn't that much, you know, but thank you, Claude.
How hard is it to say thank you? Great question. Thanks for bringing it up. Okay, the only thing is it has to be sincere. How about a nurture? What is the difference between a stroke, a compliment, and a nurture? Nurture, what does nurturing really mean? Come on.
I think go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
Just makes the prospect like just more comfortable with you, like improves trust.
What does nurture do to the mind, the state of the prospect when you make, I'll give you the word, when you make it more emotional? What happens?
Trust.
Yeah.
And it exacerbates the need.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets rid of all the stalls, the objections, the I'll think about it, all the stuff. It just says, you know, you're right. That makes so much. You just got to find that one truth. Like before that role play with Brandon. Okay. There was all kinds of things going on in my head, but what came out that was my trigger point that made me say yes, like that.
You wanted it to be a clean space.
Say it again, Wade.
You wanted it to be a clean gym. You wanted it to be, maintained well.
How do we find out? How do we find out what is the trigger point from that person? We can tell them everything about the history of the health club, how many machines we have, and everything else like that. How do we find out how to close them like that?
Asking the right questions, nurturing.
Asking direct questions. Claude, why are you shopping around? Claude, I'm glad you're looking at other health clubs. What's the most important thing for you right now? What are you really looking for? Help me out a little here.
That's a great question. That simple question basically spells out what they need to sell them.
Yeah. You see, we work too hard. There's a magic moment in sales when if you ask the right questions the right way, you turn the prospect into the salesperson. They do all the work. They will literally tell you how to sell them. I did that with Brandon before. You know, that other place it was dirty and everything like they're a lot cheaper, but it was dirty. And then Brandon jumped right on that. And in 30 seconds, he closed me. That's how fast you can close. And I don't care if it's a $5 million home or $100 a month health a gym membership. It's all about getting that prospect emotionally involved in the conversation by asking the right questions the right way at the right time, rather than give them the intellectual gobbledygook stuff like that. Let's do anybody have a question or anything? Let me show another video that I have here.
Hey, Claude. So what
Yes.
about empathy? What about empathy?
Oh, thank you. Empathy is you're a mind, you know what they're thinking and feeling before they do. When you ask the right question the right way, you're placing images, ideas in their head. When you ask a question with redirection or reverse psychology, I talk a lot about that in the gut sales method. You know, David, you wouldn't be interested in buying a new car, a very expensive new car today, if it would meet with your budget, would you? You don't want to move that quickly, do you?
I mean, if it makes sense in my budget, I think that's something that I'd be open to.
You think?
That's something that I'd be open to, for sure. Definitely.
Oh, okay, thank you. See, I went negative, David went positive, but he put in a little wishy-washy word. What was it?
I think.
I think. Why is that word so dangerous? Why does that word get me all upset, right?
I think it's because it's not clear. It's ambiguous.
Yeah. It's you're telling me, Claude, I have a little escape path here. I didn't really say yes. I said, I'll think about it. Maybe, probably. I'll give it my highest, regard later on. You're subconsciously, you're probably not intentionally doing this, but you're subconsciously telling me that, hey, Claude, I don't want to make that commitment today. So I'm using these little bitty baby words. You guys listen to the words they use sometimes. And what did I do to get David to instantly make a commitment? I said,
yes. You think?
You think? And what did you immediately do?
I made it clear. I changed my ambiguity to clearness.
I got a firm commitment. How important is it in the third step of the sales system to get those little baby step commitments as we go up the ladder? How important is that?
Very important.
Okay, someone sell me, Abigail. Abigail, do you like I'm going to make you a Porsche salesman. We're talking about emotional selling today, and I drive up to your Porsche dealership. Okay, and my 1976 explode on rear impact Pinto. And I'm a real estate salesperson, and you're selling, and I'm looking at your $150,000 Porsche.
Okay.
How would you sell me emotionally, knowing I'm a salesperson driving this old crummy car? What would you tell me all about how a Porsche goes to 0 to 60 in 3 seconds?
Probably not, unless that was really important to you, but
how would you emotionally sell? What would be a good way to emotionally sell me and close me, knowing what my profession is and what kind of crummy car I drive?
yeah. If you really want to be successful in the sales, driving this car really is going to improve your bottom line.
Use the word Claude, that car isn't,
Just imagine yourself driving up to your clients in this beautiful car with lots of tech and bells and whistles, and really impressing your clients.
Impressing my clients. What if I impress clients? What will that result in?
That's going to result in some sales, I think.
It will. Is money emotional? How many people here think money's a very emotional topic?
Yeah.
Anybody? It's right up there. Money is very emotional.
Yeah. Because if people see that you are successful and the car really says I'm successful, they're going to think that you know what you're doing.
Hit me with a, Claude, do you want me to tell you the truth? Or should I just lie to you?
Do you want me to tell you the truth, or?
Well, yeah. What do you mean? What truth?
Yeah, people see you driving up in that car, and I'm not sure they're going to take you seriously.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that car, yeah, it's a bit of a clunker. It kind of just says, I can barely make ends meet. Whereas, if you have a really nice, fancy car and you drive up, people are going to say, wow, okay, maybe this guy actually knows what he's talking about, and maybe he has something to say.
Nobody ever told me my 1976 explode on rear impact Pinto would hurt my sales. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that car's probably fine to, have at home and be the second car, but in all honesty, it probably wouldn't even make it to
it was a piece of shit in 1976.
I I know my next door neighbor had one, and she and I would drive it to school because that was all she was allowed to drive at 16.
Somebody else take on the Porsche. Somebody close me in 30 seconds on that Porsche. Close me. Who hasn't gone? Come on. Michael Mukhtar.
Yeah, Michael.
Michael, sell me that.
Why me?
Sell me that Porsche. You can't sit in, no sitting back, no spectators in this sport.
Okay. So Claude, I gotta tell you, that Porsche is gonna be right up your alley.
Why? The Pinto runs. I put gas in it. It runs, not well, but it runs.
Yeah, but imagine pulling up to a client in a Porsche, and now you step out of that Porsche in your nice suit, right? You're all spiffed up, and now look at you. You're gonna get the sale just by walking out, just by stepping out of the car.
Wow, you really think?
I not only think, I know.
Wow.
We have hundreds of businessmen that drive these Porsches, and this is exactly that are in sales that will obviously try to that's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry.
You got it. You got it. What did Michael just interject? One of those little Cialdini emotional quotients, triggers that we talk about. He said, "My other successful salespeople drive this car." What is that called?
Social proof.
Social proof. How effective is social proof? Very good, Michael.
Very good. And that when you bring that up, like when you're talking, why do you think other clients let us buy their homes? Why do you think we buy hundreds of homes a year from everyone in the area, right?
There you go. There you go. Somebody sell me a house on the beach in Hawaii. I'm visiting Kauai, my favorite island. I go into a real estate office. I'm a successful business. I'm a successful, stressed out, very tired businessman. And I come into who's going to be the realtor and sell and close me on a house on the beach in Hawaii? What would you say?
Claude,
what would you say to me?
Hey, Claude. So I know, I want to thank you for coming in. Just take a walk with me here. Imagine with me here, right? Imagine you walking into this house. You're seeing this house, right? You're hearing the water. You hear the water just rustling in the background, right? You hear the water rustling in the background.
Oh, I have trouble sleeping at night. And I even play I play a thing on my phone. It's the waves hitting the rocks and stuff to help me relax and go to sleep. Wow, the real thing.
This is the real thing. You don't even have to play it anymore. Every night you're going to get that. It's going to make you fall asleep within 5 minutes, right? Imagine just as well too. Imagine at night, when you're done with work, right? Imagine how you're going to feel in the morning, right? At nighttime, every night you get to walk on the beach. You smell the water. You smell the freshness of the whole entire area. Imagine that, right? Better sleep, better sales in the morning. You wake up, the sun is glistening on you. It's 75 degrees. You just feel it on your skin in the morning. Can you picture that with me? Can you feel it? Can you feel the sun on your skin right now?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You mean walking on the beach? The sun's on my back.
Yeah.
I'm jogging a little. I'm smelling that fresh salt air. I'm getting a good night's sleep, listening to the roar of the waves, and until the roosters start crowing at 4:30 in the morning. For those of you who know Kauai, that's what really happens, right?
Yeah, and Claude, in Kauai, the roosters, they actually sing to you in the morning. They're going to be singing to you.
That's one. You're very romantic today, David. You did a great job. Very good. Very good. Okay. Was money the issue or anything like that at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if he qualified me in the beginning, he knew I had a successful business and everything else, and he knew I could afford it? Because should you give a great present? How many people here have given $1 million presentations and then the prospect said, "I don't have the money," besides me? So how would you qualify me for money without? Should we do that in the beginning, the middle, or the end of a conversation? When's the best time to talk about money in real estate or any business, any product?
At the end.
At the beginning.
Beginning,
Beginning, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you gotta know what you're up against, right?
Yeah, at the end,
Right.
I go to you, David, I love the house and thank you for taking me out to dinner and thank you for driving me all over the island. And you're just a wonderful salesperson. God bless you, David. And if I had the money, I'd buy that house today. Okay, so that really happens to people. It happened to me in the old days all the time. Okay, I'd buy lattes, dinner, I'd drive in traffic, and then they'd say, "This is great, thanks for the information. I'll think about it. I really don't have the money right now. I'll try to let me see, let me check my checkbook, see if I can if I got a tax return coming pretty soon." Okay, what just happened to the your 8-hour day? Someone qualified me for money on a $3 million condo on the beach in Kauai. Somebody qualified me real fast without it sounding nasty.
Hey, Claude, let me ask you, what were you thinking about spending?
I don't know. I've never owned anything in Hawaii before. Is it expensive?
Wait.
Great question. Glad you brought it up.
Okay. No, that's a great question. I'm really glad you brought that up. Yeah, I mean it's a really hot destination. You know, a lot of people are moving in, lots of opportunity to get in on build equity in such like a vibrant market. So
I just want a place that I can relax. I'm a stressed out businessman. I'm having trouble sleeping at night. I want a house that grandkids can come and visit me on the beach after the holidays and stuff like that. What do you think a nice 3-4 bedroom condo on the beach in Kauai will cost me? Round numbers.
No, I mean that's a great question. It really depends what's important to you. So did you have a range in mind that you were thinking?
I really don't know. Is it I got a cardboard box behind the Walmart in San Diego and it cost me $3 million.
3 million. Okay. Is that something that you're?
It's a nice cardboard box, and I have a view of the garbage bin. I mean, it's it's gone up. I bought it for $1.5 million, and it's $3 million now.
Yeah. Well, I will say from experience that Hawaiian garbage is far superior than any other garbage you're probably used to. But yeah. Okay. So are you
It's going too long. You got to get.
Okay.
You got to just be direct. You can be direct. Me, Claude, the kind of property you're looking for is going to be in a range of $3 to $5 million. Are you pre-qualified for that? Will that be comfortable for your budget? Otherwise, we could look at other properties, maybe further away from the beach. My job is here to help you. I hope you don't mind me asking these intrusive questions, but I take care of my customers. They become part of my extended family. I hope you don't mind me asking all these questions and getting an idea what will fit for your budget, do you?
No, of course not.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate, and thank you for being so forthright and sharing everything with me. Stroke, nurture, ask questions with redirection, and then you got to find out from the guy, right? So if I tell you, oh, money's not a problem, let's do another one. Let's do another. Felipe, money's not a problem. Qualify me. I got a house on the beach in Hawaii.
Nice. So Claude, it sounds to me that you're going to be comfortable with putting an escrow of 600,000 today.
I can do that. That's yeah, I can do that. That's all? I thought it'd be a lot more.
Oof, I shot myself in the foot. I asked for too little.
Sell me here. Let's do another one. Felipe is also a guts licensee. Felipe, sell me a dating service. Let's forget I've been married for 36 years. Okay, I'm a 42-year-old single fella. I'm a little lonely. I'm a little shy. And you run the most expensive Beverly Hills. No, I'll say Miami Beach, where you are. Miami Beach dating club.
Okay. So Claude, I mean, I have a question for you.
Okay.
how come a young, successful 42-year-old, good-looking guy with a New York accent is single today? Help me understand. Help me understand.
You know, I'm in the used diaper business, and I've been so busy with my
Great
career
business
and
to be at, by
everything.
the way. Great business during the recession.
I love these role plays. I'm sorry. You know, I've been so busy with my grandfather's used diaper business. You know, you can take a diaper and turn it inside out and reuse it again.
Yeah. It's called recycling.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And I've been so busy with that. And now, you know, I'm 42, and I'm thinking of maybe now's a good time to meet someone special.
And 42 is a new 22, so it's never too late.
That's a super stroke there.
Yeah, and good for you for actually focusing on financial success. But and again, I'm not saying it is the solution, but suppose I would tell you there's a dating club here in Miami, very exclusive, by membership only and by invitation only, where you get to connect with, you know, really, really high caliber single people. Like, by the way, how does that special person look like to you? Paint me a picture.
I just want to meet a nice person I can share my life with and talk to, and walk on the beach on that. You know, David just sold me a beautiful home in Kauai on the beach, and I just want to take long walks on the beach, smell the salt air, and hold hands with someone special.
Yeah, too bad I'm married, because you'd totally be my type. But let me ask you this. So, Claude, imagine for a moment you can actually meet this special person, that it's, you know, like you're taking that walk on the beach in Hawaii, and you know, you feel the sand, like the water and all of that. How does that look like to you? What's that word to you?
I don't know. I've never, you know, I'm a little nervous here. One of my friends told me that there's a lot of different dating clubs and stuff like that. And I figured this is a good way for me to meet somebody. Are you expensive? Is this an expensive thing? I've never.
I am. What do you think people pay a yearly membership of 6 figures to be in this club?
6 figures, really? Wow. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of crazy people out there, or lonely. I don't know. Maybe you do a good job. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Smart man. You know your thing. You're a good businessman, and you know how to do this. So, and Claude, and if it's too much for you, there's other options out there. You can go on Tinder. Just, you got to be careful with.
I can get I can get 5 chihuahuas instead, right?
Yes, and live on your mom's basement. So, okay, I lost my train of thought. Let's reverse it. Let's reverse it.
Boom. What's the emotion? He asked me a question and I gave it to him. Did I turn into the salesperson and give him 3 to 6 needs and greeds that I had? What were they? What did I say? There was a tender, sensitive little moment there where I kind of opened up. Did anyone hear it?
Someone that you want to walk on the beach with for your new house.
Yes. Yes.
Saltwater.
Great.
Okay. Someone say, Felipe, this is where you say, Claude, I've made a decision, and now take everything that I gave you and give it back to me and close me like that. Claude, imagine for a moment we introduced you to yada, yada.
Yeah. So Claude, imagine for a moment we introduce you to this special someone that you get to walk on the beach on your brand new home that you were just sold. How would that look like to you?
Oh, that's the dream, man. I'm lonely. I work really hard. I come home at night.
And you deserve better. You deserve better than just 5 chihuahuas. You need somebody better that you can share your life with. You know what, Claude? I made a decision. We're going to turn things around, and you're going to be the most successful, my biggest success story in the club.
I love what you're saying. Should I think about this? I never usually rush into things like this.
No. What are you going to think about it when that beautiful girl is just at your doorsteps waiting to be kissed? Are you going to think about it, go back inside and be like, oh, let me sell some used diapers. I'll get right back to you.
Here, Visa or MasterCard. Boom.
Thank you, sir.
Boom. Good role play. Very good role play. Okay, one more role play, because I love this. I love this. Someone sell me a taco with all the five senses: sight, smell, touch, hearing, taste. Someone sell me, I love tacos. Christina, we do this all the time.
Okay, but well, one thing before we do the role play, full disclosure, it cannot be like a Taco Bell. It has to be from that place in San Diego where you get the fish tacos. What's the name of that place?
Oh, Roberto's, or, oh gosh, somebody
Blue-
help me. The fish taco place. Oh,
Yeah. Something with blue, I think it is.
Oh,
it's my-
Blue Water Seafood and Grill.
yeah, my favorite
My
spot.
favorite restaurant in Little Italy in downtown San Diego. Only fresh seafood, and they make the world's greatest fish taco. Somebody sell, it can be a fish taco if you like fish, or meat taco. Someone sell me a taco, gut style. Who hasn't gone yet? Come on. This is
Hey, Claude, Claude, are you hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Yeah, man, I just tried this. It's the best taco I've ever had. It's this little spot in San Diego. I don't know if you like carnitas. You like carnitas?
Oh yeah, meat.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
pork carnitas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they make the fresh flour tortillas on site. You
Oh yeah.
know,
When
they
they
grind
make
right
them-
there.
yeah, when they got that hot plate, and the woman's going like this and putting, oh yeah.
Yeah, the big stone, and it's hot, and and you can smell those fresh flour tortillas, and you can smell the carnitas that are just, you can see all the steam coming up onto the ceiling and rolling along the roof. And they put the freshest limes. They slice them. They get them straight from Mexico, and they squeeze that right there. We'll put a little bit of cilantro on top, and the smell, oh my gosh, of that citrus. It really opens up all your senses, right? And then they finish it off with some of that pickled, the pickled red onion. They slice it really
You mean
thin.
the
and they put that right on
salsa or
top.
the picante sauce, or
Oh yeah, and the sauce
some
too.
oh, you know what I love
yeah.
too? Those fresh avocado slices on top, and the melted cheese on it, and oh.
Yeah. So what do you think? You want to get a dozen with me?
Yeah. Can we get margaritas too? Like frozen strawberry margaritas on the side?
Oh, the best margaritas. The
Close
best
me.
margaritas,
Now,
fresh
Claude,
fruit.
suppose I could do that for you. What would you say?
Yes, suppose that I could get those great tacos for you, and suppose I could get you a margarita with some salt on top. You want to?
Are they the frozen strawberry kind?
Yeah, it's the frozen kind. It comes with a little bit of salt on top of the plastic
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah, I want it now, man. Yeah, I would say yes, absolutely.
Okay, is it Visa or MasterCard?
Boom. It's not that hard. Did he have to tell me about the history of the taco? No. So what do we learn about words and the right words we use? And if we use words, comfort words. What are comfort words? Last thing before we go. What are some good comfort words that you can use to people? Randy, you sell carpeting and stuff like that. What are some comfort words that you could use to somebody on a nice carpeting or a nice new floor?
Comfort words.
Comfort words. Snug.
Yeah, soft. Imagine getting out of bed in the morning and stepping onto this soft, warm carpet instead of that cold, hard cement floor that you're dealing with now, man.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Oh, the floor is so cold in the morning. Yes. How soon can you get it?
We can get it out to you tomorrow afternoon,
No,
sir.
struggle.
Oh, okay.
Struggle. Oh, Claude, you put me under a lot of pressure.
Claude, we're booked. We're just,
I'm ready to give you an order right now if you can get it to me in the next week. I'm ready.
oh man, if I can move some things around, and then I'll have to do some rearranging and some fancy talking in some other quarters, but if I can get it to you by Friday, can we do it today?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm in your debt, man. I don't want to go another week on that cold. Yes, absolutely. I can pay you. Should I give you, do I just got to give you a deposit now or the whole thing?
Yeah, 75% down, MasterCard or Visa, no problem.
I'll just pay you. I'll pay you in full if you can do it by Friday.
Yep, we can do it Friday then. I'll arrange it.
See, that was good, man. Cold floor right away. Can everyone imagine a cold winter floor? Amazing comfort words, words that your competition will not use. Your competition, all they want to do is get off the brochure, the facts, the figures, all the stuff that puts them to sleep, or but when you sell emotionally, when you use words like imagine and use the words like we've displayed, and that's why we did all these different kind of role plays today, because I think in role playing, that's the way to get better and stronger and improvisational, because you can't, can you have a script that can do what we did here today?
No.
So when someone asks you a question, how will you turn it around and get control and get that whole imagination thing going? How do you turn a question into a question?
Claude, obviously that's important to you. Can you tell me why you asked me that?
I'm hungry. I'm looking for the world's best taco so I can eat them on my new house in Hawaii while walking my 5 chihuahuas, and I want some nice plush carpeting in my new condo. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, and how soon
I left out the steak that we did in the beginning.
How soon are you looking to do something with this carpet that's stain resistant? And
for the right price, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it now.
Okay. Oh, Claude, I'm just so busy right now.
We have a problem.
If I can get it done for you this week sometime, can we do something today?
Is it going? But is it going to be expensive?
Yes.
Wow.
But you're in a condo in Hawaii. If you want, you're spending millions on. Clark, you're trying to you're going to be tracking sand in from the beach when you're walking down the beach.
Oh, I never thought of that. My wife
with your significant other, and with the 5 chihuahuas, man, they might be elderly. If they, just older dogs can have accidents. So you're putting an ugly thing, stand proof, and all these features. I mean, I can give you a list of the features, but top of the line carpet is not cheap.
Yeah, but Felipe can do it for half as much as you, but he said it might take a little bit longer.
Well, that's certainly up to you, and I'm sure it's a great product. But how soon do you want to do it?
Wow, so I really got to bite the bullet and spend a lot more money, but I'd get it by Friday, right?
I'd have to arrange.
Is there any guarantee?
Hey, I'm looking at this list. We have a call coming. You're gonna send me the invite or something?
Are we gonna? Is there any guarantees, Randy?
Absolutely. The factory makes you an absolute warranty, and if we do it today, even though if I can't kick anybody else off, but I can bring in an extra crew if I need to. I'll poach somebody else's crew.
Felipe,
I'll get it in for you.
Felipe, do you have any guarantees?
That's a great question, Claude. I'm so glad you brought that up. What kind of guarantee do you want? Actually,
well,
I'm going to write this down.
If I'm going to pay extra, I want it on Friday. And I want to make sure it has at least a 10-year warranty on the carpeting.
So, okay, so just hold on for a minute. You want it on Friday. You want at least a 10-year warranty on it. Anything else?
If do you have a payment plan too?
Yeah, because we don't change the price because the product is very high quality. Suppose that we will be willing to finance and make an exception for you and offer you a delivery by Friday, installation by Friday with a 10-year warranty. What will happen next?
Okay, time out, because he did that so beautifully. He didn't say he could do that. What is he trying to get from me? He's speaking hypothetically, suppose we could do all these things you asked for. What's he trying to get from me before he then explains what he can or cannot do? What is he getting from me?
Commitment.
A commitment up front. Okay, maybe he can't give the financing or everything else, but he got a yes from me. What happens when we get people saying yes, yes, and yes?
The seller, I mean, the prospect starts nibbling, trying to get more and more from us. Like, oh, can you give me this? Can you give me this now? Can you just try to and they start extracting concessions from us without giving us anything in return.
Yeah. So you get a yes from me, and then you have to fix all this stuff. But you got me in that mood saying yes, yes, and yes. Hey, we went too long here today. Was this fun? Did we learn something today? Did we have a good time?
Yeah, this was good.
Excellent time.
There you go. Well, good.
Yeah,
Thanks everybody for joining. I love doing role plays here. We'll be getting together next Monday. No more holidays. We had all these holidays are finally
We
gone.
got Martin Luther King Day. I think it's on the 16th. So yeah.
So I'll see everybody. I'll be on the beach in my new condo, walking my 5 chihuahuas with my new girlfriend. Don't tell my wife. Okay, see you guys later. Have a great week, okay?
Bye.
Take care. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Claude. Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
And I just had.
Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello.
You gotta love that scene. Take care, everybody.
Hello.
You know, this is the best talking group I've ever.
And that's emotional selling. Bye-bye.